Hoes, we back. We back. Oh, that was quick.
We big.
We back. We back, hoes. So Shayla said the word that she described this episode as is her favorite. Jasmine, what would you? What would be your synopsis? What would be your one word?
Not synopsis.
So I gotta have only one word.
To make it interesting, just one word.
Entanglement.
Mm. It was a bunch of those. I tell you what, I'm flabbergasted.
Where in the hell is the live?
I'm on it, but it's buffering.
Again?
Hold on. Listen.
It should be buffering.
Well, mine just did a little squirrel, so hold on. Okay.
It should.
All right. It's locked.
You good.
Okay, Johnson.
You good.
You good.
Hey, everybody, I do apologize for the technical difficulties.
Not testicle difficulties. Help us, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
When you're trying new shit, and even when you test the new shit out, it don't always work in your favor. And it didn't work in my favor, not on these YouTube streets. So I'm going to have to figure out some old shit is what I'm going to have to do. But girl, when I tell y'all, we're going to let the folks have some time to get over here and switch on in because we had to do a little switcheroo and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm quite sure they was trying to figure out, well, what the hell happened?
What the hell is going on? What the hell happened, girl?
What the hell is going on between the sheet
in my home? Baby, wait, let me explain.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Little known fact about me.
To start some shit.
That is my favorite song of all time.
What song is that?
Contagious.
Oh, I'm about to start some shit. How did I even get into this? Came home with this bitch. Low down, dirty woman. Back to where you came from.
Well, baby, wait, my ass hit the street. Your ass is back.
Now, wait, Mr. Big, before you're done. Wait, now you know my name. Wait, I was gonna tell you. Ooh, this cat looks real familiar.
A song.
No. She took me out when she did that. No.
Savon, I just joined Twitch.
Yeah. Workout Twitch.
Come on, Twitch.
Some of my the people that talk about Big Brother and stuff, they're on Twitch.
Yeah, a lot of people are on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Twitch is the place to be.
I don't understand it, so you gotta help me because I don't understand.
Give me what you got.
I'm just there. So as the folks come on in, honey, the folks come on up in this piece, in this house, honey, in the room.
Come on.
We just gonna get right on into it, honey. Let's just get started, girl. So listen, this episode took me completely out.
So what is your one word?
My flabbergasted. No, it sounds a lot like something that gives you flatulence and gas, but it's not. But I was flabbergasted. I sat there. I was texting 3 people at one time like, bitch, send, bitch, send, bitch.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
The white woman that Ruby was.
You know, they was trifling for doing well, I'm not going to say they was trifling. She's the same one.
Did you recognize who she was?
Yeah, I did. She was the one that was the sheriff in the village.
Yeah. Oh, that was her?
I said, now, if this ain't some Law and Order type shit where you using the same character to play 2 different roles.
The lady with the dogs?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I got to go back now. I didn't realize that was her.
Hold on 1 second. I got a pic of her. I'm going to show it to you. Oh.
Yep.
That's her.
Let me tell you something. That white woman was acting for her life. Do you hear me?
She was.
For
Was.
lifeline.
That white woman was acting down.
Listen, I said, and when she was in there dancing, let's not move forward. So anyway, y'all. So in this episode, it started out.
I have a question. Did she die in the other episode?
We don't know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see her die.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I agree. I didn't see her die.
We just saw the house burn down, but we didn't see the village touched it all.
Okay, I'm ready now. I'm sorry.
So my thing is, wow. And see, this is all a spell. And all the things she did, her last conversation that she had with William in the episode before they were on those stairs trying to break each other's back.
Okay.
That scene right there.
That was the tea right there.
She was like, you might as well stop looking at me like that because it ain't gonna happen. Well, I guess he made a lie out of you, Ruby, because he got all up in the chocolate factory.
Okay.
He was all up in
or was it William? Huh?
Well, we ain't gonna go forward. We're gonna go order now. Now, we're gonna keep some order to this review now. It was William.
You're right.
It's gonna make us, we're gonna have some afterthoughts and shit later, but I tell you what. So then when she woke up that next morning, feeling effervescent, honey, stretched, had a good night's rest, honey.
Yeah.
All her pigmentation was gone.
Right.
Oh, hold on. It was gloom. You know what? Before we move any further, because I don't want to make sure that people understand who's coming in. I just want to make sure one thing.
Yeah.
We letting you know now. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it and you feel like this is going to ruin it for you, I appreciate you for coming, liking, and if you had to go, I understand, Love Muffin. Because I don't want to ruin it for you because the reaction I got while watching it, I wouldn't want to replace it with anything. But when I tell you she woke up as a Caucasian woman, honey, and she flipped the fuck out. And she ran home to the South Side where nobody knew her name.
At all.
Jesus.
Almost got the black boy arrested.
Okay.
Arrested, killed.
Okay,
Yep.
he almost lost his life.
That baby shat in his pants. He was terrified. She was like, no. He was great. He was trying to help me. Like, once she got wind of what was going on, and then she was in the back of that car, and it was like, your husband called and told us about your condition. Don't you take me back there? He was like, yes, he said you'd say that too.
He had her right on together.
Brought her ass back up in that house, honey. She rested. What did y'all think about that? What kind of fucking spell do y'all think that is?
I don't know, child. That was
But they
something.
had said something about metamorphosis or something.
Yeah, they were talking about metamorphosis and butterflies and cocoons and all that other stuff. But
Well, the
Lord,
I got from the butterfly was when a caterpillar goes into its cocoon, it comes out something different. So that's what it was. It was related.
yes,
that white skin is your cocoon.
is your cocoon. Yeah, and on the inside, you're something different.
That scared me when he tried to kill her. I mean, I thought he was killing her.
Oh, when he was removing the first shell.
I thought he was too, because he stabbed. That wasn't a skin or fillet.
He was pulling shit out. Like,
Hurry up, let's get up out of here. And I was like, when she walked in the house and that plastic was on the floor, I said, oh,
right.
William.
I said, well, he about to chop her up. And
I know, that's what I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh, well, she'll gone.
I said, damn, Ruby, it was nice knowing you, girl, for these first little few episodes.
It was cute, niece.
It was cute, girl.
Right. Ruby said, y'all not gonna ruin my
Don't
shit.
forget to write.
Come on, Tu Wong Fu.
Yes, I was done. But listen, this is the scene. If y'all don't know who Ruby is, this is Ruby.
With her gorgeous chocolate skin.
Baby. When she gave him that look, that's that look she gave him, like, don't even worry about it because you ain't getting none.
That part.
And William was like, oh, yes.
Woo, I'm getting all in them guts.
Let me tell you something. William is fine. I don't know.
Yes, he is.
I definitely don't think he's all the way Caucasian. I think he's got a little
he's got something in him.
A little Haitian or maybe a little Cubanation or something like that. Some in him.
Oh, you said
met him all right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go look him up. Let me see what he
His name is
I think he's Latino though.
Yeah,
because he's definitely you can tell he
Jordan
had his
Patrick
hair for
Smith.
that.
His name is
Very
Jordan
white.
Jordan
Very
Patrick.
white.
Yeah, Smith.
Oh, baby, he's from the United Kingdom. He white. He white.
He does give us UK.
Oh, so he has an accent.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know,
I knew it was something because they all had them Russian blonde looks.
He can still get it.
Listen,
I said, did y'all notice how they had that whole very, very Caucasian, very blonde, very blue-eyed, very Hitler approved?
Hold
Not
up.
Hitler
Did you say
approved.
Hitler?
Not Hitler approved.
Jesus.
He thought blonde hair, blue eyes were the superior race, remember?
Now, royalty forever. That white woman was not that bad looking.
Who he say? Ruby's beautiful. But she didn't pick her. She just said she wanted to be a Caucasian woman.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they promised her that she was going to have repeating roles in her contract.
Okay.
Listen, let me tell you something. When Ruby got that white woman all the way together, when she chopped off that hair and came out with that new haircut, I said, bitch, you got to work this. Because remember, she had long hair when she woke up the first day.
She did.
And the man had said, you do whatever you want to do and whatever skin you want to do it in. She chopped that hair. She said, I'm going to get this job.
She went and got her some free ice cream.
Yes.
He was like, well, why you didn't take the money? She's like, shit, I didn't need it because my currency was being Caucasian.
Right.
I got
that line was a gag.
Yeah, it was.
She said, all I used was my whiteness. I said, oh.
Well, she went and she was, and see, I think there was another essence to this particular spell because it makes people so mesmerized by you. Like everybody was taken by her.
Can I repeat something? Somebody, Royalty Forever said, Ruby is so beautiful. White picked such an ugly woman to put her in.
You know we'll go. See, if you're not gonna pay attention tonight.
See, that's why you 5 minutes behind, because we had that discussion.
We just had that whole discussion.
Y'all
literally just had that whole discussion. Literally. I just want to be 5 minutes in your head and wonder what you be thinking about.
Cakes and pies.
Or what you looking at.
Not cakes and pie.
I'm gonna say, well, it is what it is, girl. What you eating? Maybe that's what you're thinking about.
Oh, I made shepherd's pie last night.
You did make shepherd's pie.
So it's leftovers.
All right.
First time I ever heard you use those words, you eating leftovers.
Oh no, right?
You don't like leftovers?
Not really, but this was good. I had to.
Some things are better the next day.
Yeah, it is.
Other than spaghetti, lasagna, or chili.
Yeah.
That I'm good.
Outside of those things, it's not good the next day.
I'm good. You can miss me on that.
Wow. So what else? So after that, honey, after she done got her life, when he got her job, girl, what about the part when she was talking to Miss Tamara and she was like, so you've gotten your qualifications from so-and-so, you've done this, you've done that. Oh, girl was like, what? Who?
She said, baby, I didn't even get to high school. I graduated 2nd grade and I got this job. Oh, baby, she was hot. was hot.
Because Ruby has done it. Ruby is well educated.
Right.
And she was just like, so your ass is up in here. How the hell you get this job and you don't know nothing?
And then told her to put
stupid.
Her ashy ass hand.
That's when they should have known that Caucasian lady was not Caucasian, because they taught me a long time ago. He said, white folks don't use ashy. We don't really get ashy. I said, no, y'all do. You just don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't use that word. But baby, when she said
ashy with all this melanin, but you guys do get ashy. So when she took that lotion and she said,
here
and here, cause you're ashy.
Now, one of my favorite part about this whole scene was when she was like, you did this and you did that. And then she said, no, I blah, blah, blah. She said, oh, you got it on a whim. Did I tell you that?
Did I tell you that?
I didn't tell you that. She was like, oh, well, somebody must have told me. No, she did tell you, but it's Ruby.
Ruby was slick slot mad about that shit.
She was.
And I knew something was up with that manager. He was just creepy.
He was.
Yeah.
He definitely
was creepy. And she just knew it. She just kept looking at him like, and she asked the ladies. So when she did all that, she went back there and asked the ladies. And this little break room scene was, first of all, she walked up and when I tell you what is her name? What is this actress's name? Because when I tell you
her name is Elizabeth something. Hold on, I'll tell you.
When Miss Hillary Davenport.
Oh, excuse me. Her name is Jamie Newman.
When Miss Hillary Davenport, aka Jamie, came through that back, honey, just a sashaying and swaying and walking and dancing in them shoes, the girl in the back was like, oh.
That's when I knew. I said, who is this white woman and what black people have you been around? Because white people don't know how to swing their hips like that.
Right. And they said, oh, you ready for the colored edition.
Yeah.
The gag.
Yeah. And then
she wanted to knock the hell out of
you see her look. I was about to say, you see her look like this?
She was trying to keep her composure, but she wanted to bust all them heifers in the mouth.
Okay.
I gotta stop y'all right here. I have a question.
What's your
question? So y'all haven't talked about it. I didn't hear y'all say nothing.
We didn't, and I think it's blood of some sort.
Okay.
A lot of these spells or rituals are held by blood as the origin. Now I don't know what she did, but she had she had a plethora. When she got back to the house, it was like a little caddy.
Yeah.
The little vials.
Right.
I know she had taken it ever so often, or she would have the symbols. When she had to go to the bathroom, she said, first a potty break, and she was in that goddamn basement getting her life torn out of her. I was like, ooh.
Yep.
I didn't know what was happening.
And all that blood, I said, oh my God.
I know that shit was just really gory. That was really gory.
Oh.
It's just peeling off. I said, ooh.
Mm-hmm. And then she had to because it's just there, so you can't just leave it there. Somebody's gonna think that somebody died there, so you have to take that skin with you.
Can I ask you a question? How all of a sudden every time she always had that coat? Where did that coat come from? Right.
That same actress bought that coat.
Like this. She'd be like this.
The magic of television.
Right. Or maybe it's a part of the spell. When it's over, it also has a mechanism to it that gives her a garment to cover thyself, because baby, Ruby is a lot thicker than Hillary Davenport.
Right.
But when she came up for her first,
she was looking around for that coat too.
That's her name in the movies. In the show, it's Hillary Davenport.
So Hillary had to have a built-in corset because Ruby's a thickums.
Baby.
And something to pull them titties down too, because them titties be out there too.
Them titties is big.
You said Hillary got a
She got a built-in waist trainer.
A built-in waist trainer, baby.
Wait a minute, she pull out that coat. Wait.
She had the very first Keisha Kyle, honey.
The very first Keisha Kyle.
In body form.
Oh.
Okay.
So listen, so then, the girls were like, oh my God, she came out there and she got mad at old girl, honey. She was mad when she told her she was ashy and everything else. And then here comes the man. Is everything okay? Everything's fine. As a matter of fact, Tamara's taking her to the south side.
Oh.
They walked up out of there and she came out and the girls were gagging. They were like, oh, he's fine. And here comes this Hillary Davenport.
Sashaying her ass across the damn street.
Does he belong to you? And she said, only when he behaves.
A bad bitch. A bad bitch. You gotta step back and applaud a bad bitch when you see one.
Girl, she sashayed her ass.
Oh, she said, you don't want me to kiss you as Hillary.
She didn't. She was like, unless you want to. He said, I will kiss you wherever.
Baby. Baby.
That made me kind of moist.
I'm like, nigga. Girl. What's that? Honey. But that motherfucker was so goddamn shady. He said, I got a box for you in the back. This got your name on it.
Oh, and
if that didn't put you in your motherfucking place.
I said, motherfucking skin come off, bitch. Don't forget.
Wait a minute.
It's Miss Davenport that you really had it made eggs from the south side. Okay.
Not had it made.
The wettest.
She was like this.
And she looked like motherfucker. So here they go. They going. She got her maid outfit on. And she's now at the party with all of the other club members. Mm-hmm. So they out there and they at the party doing some things. Y'all see the whole time.
Serving deviled eggs.
The whole time.
Isn't that ironic? The devil
was so good. They looked so good. Damn.
But didn't you think that was ironic with that thing? He got that thing on his chest and then deviled eggs and
When I tell you, she was looking at them like this the whole time. She had that, I wish a motherfucker would look.
Say Vaughn.
I mean, literally. And they were talking and she would go,
take these eggs. Shit.
Right.
It was definitely not customer central. I'm like, them hoes been fucked you up. She was like, no. And she gets back in the back and here is Miss Christina.
Number one, she went in the kitchen. She said, where is this bitch?
Okay.
Because Christina was late.
No, because she was even more upset because she said, where the fuck is this bitch? I said,
right.
She did. She said, what the fuck is this bitch? I said, she is not playing. And then she walked, she was like,
right. Tap, tap, tap. Mm-hmm.
What, honey? What? I just need you to do one thing for me. I need you to put this into the sheriff's office.
So let's talk about that thing that he put in the sheriff's office.
What the fuck is that?
It looks like a little piece of wood, but it had a symbol carved on it.
It had the same symbol that was in the writings.
Yes, but remember when we was looking at it, did we get to that part yet when Tick and Letty was down there studying that language?
We were about to get there because I wanted to talk about the next 6 scene.
Oh,
first of all, let's talk about how he beat the brakes off of
my God,
Montrose.
Is you talking about when he spit in his hand?
No.
Wait.
When Tick, his son, beat the brakes off his father when he said she's gone. He knew he killed the damn translator.
Yep.
And all that hate, he's like, this motherfucker keep fucking with me. Like, since I was a kid, you've been fucking with me and testing me. I am so tired of this black motherfucker.
Yo, he shut his goddamn eye, literally.
He beat the fuck out of him. It took the whole half of that house to get him off. And Letty she was like, oh, stop. As soon as he tried to touch her, he was like, oh, and she came back upstairs with that goddamn bat though.
He scared the shit out of her ass.
When I tell you she came downstairs with that bat.
Oh, she came back with that bat child. She was scared of him because he went lunatic crazy.
Yeah.
But she was like, she didn't understand what happened. He didn't. It wasn't until much later, she was like, please tell me that you got pictures and you took pictures. And she was like, what are you doing? This, that, and the other. And he was like, I'm just sick of it. So then he left. But when I tell you she wouldn't have found her man, honey. She wouldn't have found him. And she gave him, for y'all young folks, y'all might not remember these 35 millimeter canisters, film cans. Mm-hmm. She was like, I got them, I just ain't developed them yet. And he was saying, I'm sorry. And he talked about all the anger and the rage that he tried to keep down and how in the war it just brought everything up. And he just looked at her and he was like, please don't be scared of me. And he was just humbled and them veins was sticking out and her Miss Tuwale was pulsating because she was scared, but she was turned on at the same time.
Oh, that's her first. So she was gonna let him
first, right? So there's that connection. And then he looking at her like, please, and he done, she's so tiny, so he had to wrap his whole everything around and her little stomach, and Tuwale is right there at his nose. So
Can I give it up the journey for that badass body she got?
Amen.
Come on, Journey Smollett with that body.
Okay.
Had a baby and everything.
He beat the brakes off that cuckoo. He did another assault on a and she just I'm like, this is the second time and you just take it like that, girl. You goddamn girl, do you love yourself?
It gets a little easier as you go along.
Well, that not the second time, not right then. Like I guess after you beat the fuck out of it the first time. Everything after that is easy because he didn't get gently walked in. He bust the doors and the windows out that motherfucker.
He just did home remodeling.
He gutted
remodeling.
He gutted it. He said, "We need some more room up in here. Move all this shit out the way. We're doing an expansion."
Oh,
I couldn't believe he couldn't tell.
Thank you, Go-Go. I said the same thing.
I think it was just that good. He could tell it's a turn on for people. They like being the one to come take them cherries. They like that. They like it. It made it better for him.
Her body was banging, boy. She was riding that cowboy like a rolling stone.
Right, that's why I said she felt all right to her because she sat on it.
She did.
Right.
She did.
Oh, that was good thing. I ain't gonna lie.
If y'all want to know who we talking about her.
Mm-hmm.
She sat on it, honey. She looked like she's sitting on one right there.
You know what?
She could have been.
Just comfortable. Going to get this photograph in. So, shall we move forward?
We shall.
Ooh, that wasn't the only one that got the brakes beat.
Because I'm dying inside. I'm dying.
Okay.
What's up, Shayla?
So
Let's get into it.
I'm sorry, I gotta go back.
Let's talk about this. Bring me there because I'm still trying to get that. Tell me about the symbol.
That symbol that was on that piece of chipped wood that Ruby put in the captain's office is the same symbol that Tick and Letty was looking at, and the symbol stands for protection. If I'm not mistaken, because I went back and I paused.
You're right. I just saw that it does. Well, they had protection under it. But I know she's not trying to protect him. That
maybe it's a message to let the captain know that she's protected.
Well, she had.
So whatever he's
trying
to
how
do her,
maybe
maybe
take it a little bit further because remember that she has some spell of protection around her.
Right.
That means that she can't die. But sometimes in order to cast a spell. Remember they said that she was talking about her father, how you had to give up you had to be vulnerable in order for it to work. But I don't know if they're gonna play that into it or not in the next episode.
I think something gonna happen in that office, and whoever that symbol is for, it's gonna be there for. I don't think it's there for the captain.
It means, well, we're gonna move forward. I'm gonna tell you what I think as soon as we get to that point, because so remind me to go back to the protection stone at the end, okay?
Okay, right. So since we're in the room still, can we talk about the guy in the closet?
Girl, what the hell was they doing to him?
They cut his tongue out.
They cut his tongue out, so we really don't know.
Girl, they did some other stuff to him too.
And what the hell was wrong with the captain? Did y'all see?
Yeah, I don't know
if it was tattoos or if he was.
No, that wasn't no tattoo, baby. He had an alligator or something.
It was something because if you look at his neck, he had like stitching around his neck too, the same that the guy in the closet had. So it's something. Also, they were talking about how they were trying to get him to confess where he hid some stolen money or something like that. So we're gonna get more information, honey, because it plays into the show.
This is that same officer that was always with that doctor that was doing experiments on those people in that house.
Do you think that was a black person's skin? Oh my God.
Wait a minute, what?
But remember, old girl, if we move forward, when Ruby had come back to the house again, and she was sitting there and she was waiting on William to show up, but Christina showed up, and she was frustrated about everything that she had seen that day. I think this is when they went out for girls' night that night, and they had she had watched all that other shit, and she decided she didn't want to be Helen of Troy anymore. She wanted to go ahead and get back to her wholesome self. She wanted to be Frerican again, and she had witnessed the boss assaulting Tamara. That's when we learned how Tamara got that job.
That didn't show that. All I got from that was that. Oh, is that how she got the job? I didn't hear him say that.
He was in the back talking about just let me smell it. And she was like, no, I don't want to do this. Stop. And then she ran away and he called her a effing nigga.
Right. So, but that don't mean that's how she got the job.
She didn't have no skills. She had no qualifications. No. None. And if we move forward just a little bit past where I wanted to go, when they were back in the off, we'll get there. But she had no qualifications. And Ruby realized that, and Ruby was like, how the fuck did you get here then if you have no education and you just got hired on a whim?
Uh-huh. That's where that came from. That's how he got the job.
He probably didn't want a sexual harassment or anything like that, but it would not have been back then.
Because she's black.
Right.
They would have seen
unless maybe she's pregnant.
I don't think he had sex with her before. I think he was trying to have sex with her because that's why.
Unless she's pregnant and they didn't show the scene.
We'll find out.
Because that would explain he wanted to keep an eye on her to make sure that she, that would explain a lot of that.
You know what, Jasmine? You could be right because you showed up was right about some other things. So I tell you what. So we're going to go back. So she went home that night and then she was talking to Christina. And, Christina was like, girl, I know what you're going through. I've been there. And Ruby let that ass have it. She said, first of all,
bitch,
you can never. You could never.
Devon, understand this.
Understand.
Those two words were just cements the whole conversation.
What's so funny is I was given one of those understand it was exactly that. I was read by Bay like that several years ago.
Ooh, that's right. Get you together.
And that's exactly how he did it. Didn't he, Colin? He said, understand this.
Understand. Very calm. Understand this. I said, oh, well, let me shut up too.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. That's right. Put me in my place.
I like it. Listen. I ain't gonna lie. I liked it that.
Came home, you was moist and everything.
Wrap yourself
I did.
like
I went.
That'll do it.
So are we going to move on to the next sex?
So she was like, you don't know what the hell I've been through, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, okay. She said, but you misunderstand what the gift that William gave you. Because she came in and she said, oh, did you have another setback? Oh, I don't even call it a setback. What did she call it?
Were you interrupted?
Did you have another interrupted moment? And she was like, he said you can be whatever the fuck you want it to be. Limitless power.
Wow. That's what whiteness will do for you, I guess.
And she sat there and she was like, all right, but we're going to pause there because we got to move on to some other things. And I feel like Bridget want to take us there.
Baby, she about to run.
Girl, come on,
Bridget. Jump in the front seat of the car and just drive the whole car.
Bridget don't know how to walk. She just runs.
No, I'm just going to say this one little part and then I'm going to leave it alone.
Come on. To walk us into it gently. Not like he did Letty's poo-poo.
Yeah. After the daddy got beat up.
He felt a little bad.
So he went over there to old light skin.
He went over to Sammy's house.
What's his name? Huh?
He went over to Sammy's house, honey.
Sammy's house.
Y'all remember Sammy? If y'all don't know who Sammy is, Sammy was the guy that Tick had seen who owns the bar.
Oh, light skin.
That was in the alley, getting him a good old mouth-favoring, warm welcome.
My God, today.
Yeah.
So, if we think about on the previous discussion we had, where Jasmine gently walked us into the idea where there was an assumption that maybe Sammy and the daddy was more than friends, but possibly homie, lover, friend.
That's what Jasmine said, and I was thinking like, oh my God, like I was like, no, it couldn't be. Not the way he had.
Oh, that's exactly, because see, we know. And Jasmine's girl, her radar.
She was right on the money. Because as soon as I saw that, I was wondering who said that. I was like, oh my God, whoever said that, they was right.
Walked up in there just as disheveled and torn up, and oh boy, was like, what
They mentioned that in the episode before, though. Somebody was talking to Tick and was like, well, you better watch your daddy.
Tree.
It was one of his friends.
Yes.
Tree was the same one that told him to go out back.
Yeah.
Yep.
He knew he was back there, and he was talking about, yeah, you and your daddy been, your daddy been hanging out for a long time, and he was like, well, look, I ain't with that. What do you say? That sissy stuff. I ain't no sissy. That's what he was calling back in the day.
Yeah.
His daddy got that dough, honey. He came up in there. Old boy was trying to talk, and he gave him that signal. He took them pants off, and he let that belt, let them pants drop, honey. Old boy assumed the position and coughed.
And spit in his hand.
That was a glob of spit. That was the nastiest shit. But when I tell you, he was, and it must be something about the men of that family. They just go into people's wombs and tear it all up. He
had to been preparing that. His
it was
whole way over there. He had to been getting ready. His whole way over there. It was just sitting.
Benjamin. Oh,
that was some wop.
It was real nasty, Benjamin. Real nasty. When I tell you, and he got all up in there, and old boy was like, "Oh, it hurts so good, honey." And then when he grabbed him, and they locked hands. That was some old, closet entanglement, baby. He was feeling it, honey. He had to get that aggression out.
Oh no, his hand was like this.
Oh, and it was locked like this, though.
Like this.
Then they went to glory together. Then he got down and he gave him all that he needed.
Sammy wanted some sugar first. And
he said,
my Rose wasn't like, now look, now I do a lot of things, but I ain't kissing your ass. And he just like, no. And then he turned around and he was like, but he wanted to show his appreciation.
Yeah.
So he made sure that he didn't leave without taking care of his partner. Now, see, now this is one thing that don't always happen with Trey. So I knew it was some more shit when he did that because he had to be asked and or coerced. He got down there and swallowed.
Yes, all of that.
All of his essence.
Yes, because he was just regurgitating it because he had just got all of his essence.
Okay.
So
there was a lot of stuff
because there was no condom. It was no condom used. I mean, it was just, and then it was.
Ooh, Jasmine, honey. Benjamin from Twitch said, Jasmine, you are a big, beautiful woman.
Hey, thank you.
Good. Yes, God.
Yeah.
You.
You like Campbell's soup. You good.
Good. Good.
We are discussing Lovecraft, as the title says, the Lovecraft Country Review, episode 5.
Or as I call it, Low Country Boil.
I still ain't figured out where you got.
I'm still trying to understand how the hell you
get because all they're gonna do is think about food.
Jesus, take the wheel.
So when I tell you, honey, after they got done, and hold on, let's talk. Let's just show. If y'all need to see what Sammy looked like, cause Sammy, good old light bright. That wasn't a good pick.
Light skin.
He's some metamorphosis right there. I don't know.
That picture looked like Eddie Monster on crack.
Oh no, that's a good way. She probably go with some better. Ooh.
My God, today.
In. Say it again, nephew. Say it again.
Huh? What I say?
I said, repeat it again. Repeat that.
It's just, it don't look right. It don't look done.
It looks like he's raping them.
Oh, he liked that, baby. That's it.
He liked that rough trade, baby.
Yes,
he wanted to be gentle.
He liked that. He wanted him to get off because he knew it's been a while.
Right. Sometimes you want to feel like you might die, but you know you
right. Right. Sometimes, I mean, choke me a little bit every now and then, not all the time.
He said, he went,
You have to leave me alone. You have to. You gotta leave me
alone. The corner for you.
Right. Yes. Enough. I've had enough.
It took me back. So, honey,
it took you back.
Yes, you know she don't have her some trade to do that to her.
Skate over that, baby. You said it. Oh.
She was like, "And
how far back did it take you?"
Wow. I remember being gathered like that before. I was like, "Oh!"
What's in the cup besides water?
Saying, what's in that cup, girl?
It actually really is water today, because y'all know I don't drink no alcohol in this. It's really water.
What's beside that cup? Because you know you had 2 cups on Saturday.
You know, I have some left in the refrigerator.
In the Frigidaire?
In the Frigidaire.
The icebox.
I need it. I need to ask the boy to bring me another Milton Julep.
Okay. And make sure he brings some ice so it don't get warm.
So honey, when I tell you he wouldn't got gathered, I couldn't do nothing but text everybody I could real fast and be like, bitch!
Yes.
I felt like my eyebrows was burning when he got
Goodbye.
I felt so much better because I was so disheveled and annoyed last night because Shayla's cousin. Oh, but girl, this made me feel so much better before I went to bed.
We are not.
So y'all, we're gonna talk about how then they were in a house full of the girls, and he was just looking like that sore thumb girl.
Can we just say a shout out for Monet Exchange and Shangela? Come on.
Okay.
Yes, I said, look at Shangela, because that's when I texted niece. I said, Shangela, girl.
Shangela, Monet Exchange. Shout out to Daryl Stevens from Noah's Ark, who was also in the building.
Wait,
yeah, Daryl Stevens, he was there. He played Noah in Noah's Ark, and he was also one of the girls in the building.
Oh. I need to see. There was another girl on there that I've seen on Instagram, and I want to say that she's friends with Cardi B's hairstylist, trans hairstylist, but I can't think of her name. But she walks the balls too, and I swear there was her in there. I think she danced with Montrose. But when I tell you I'm trying to think of her name.
See, I thought she looked familiar too, but I can't remember her name.
Yeah, she I need to look on Instagram and find her, because baby, this was his coming out party, baby. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. He came out. The girls gathered him, honey, and gave him the parade he has been wanting.
Listen, can I just say this was my favorite scene out of the whole episode?
Was it?
I felt like he could finally be himself
and accepted that he was who he was. Mm-hmm. And then he finally kissed that man in front of everybody. I said, baby, you to live in your
Man, we talk about how Sammy was giving us face, bitch.
Yeah.
The bitch was giving us face. She was giving us face. I said, come on, Sammy.
I love that scene too.
Oh, he grabbed her so hard. And he grabbed, if you notice, his grab wasn't with his hands, it was with his whole body. He bodied that's how you know that's a great actor when they give you they give you everything. It was believable. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like he gave him like, you was already all up in them guts. You might as well get close again, girl. Because you like, I know you tore it up again when y'all got home. Hopefully, you had some lube this time, though.
I don't even know if they had lube back then.
They had Vaseline. Jelly. Yeah, they had Vaseline. Petroleum jelly has been around forever. His mom got greased with that old sticky ass petroleum jelly.
Slide some more on me.
I was happy for him. They twirled his little butt around.
They did. They did.
That was a good part.
Look at Tig. Tig looked like he just angry, want to just tear up some stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm. And then he looked like he got a big one with that nose.
He does. He does. That's why I was feeling so sorry for her apartment downstairs. I was like, God damn, your walls and everything been busted out, girl. You no longer have an apartment. You have what we call a loft, an open space with a loft.
Okay.
The warehouse.
An open floor plan.
An open floor plan. The walls have been removed.
All the way.
All the way gone. So then we come. Anybody else want to talk about anything else about this scene before we move forward? We don't.
I'm trying to figure out what did the red represent.
This?
Yeah.
Probably that black booty after he done killed it. I don't know, girl.
Goodbye. 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 Thank you all so much for coming to the recap.
Or the red light special. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it has some symbolism. But you notice in that club, it was everybody. Whites, blacks. In that club, everybody. All the girls came.
That must be a secret club in Chicago.
It was. During that time, you couldn't, girl, please. You couldn't be black and not get killed. You damn sure couldn't be no doggone punk, honey.
So it was a secret club? It was a secret club?
I'm sure it was a secret. You know, they had a lot of those secret society type things where only the girls knew about. And that's why you had blacks and whites there, because the whites was definitely coming to the south side to get them some good old ping. Not only was the girls going to the south side, but the girls were going to the south side too.
Some BBC.
That bitch black.
Big black hot girl.
With spit. So
Not with spit.
how
Goodbye.
they did it back then, girl. That's how they did it, honey. Oh, Lord knows I was tired.
Now, what's wrong with him here?
That was at the beginning when he was just thinking about the pictures and before he burnt the book and everything else. That was way before he got up in him and burnt that asshole. You know, thinking about
You gotta log off.
Burnt.
You gotta log off.
Yes, God. Mm.
My God, today.
Bam, 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 bam.
I can never get the
I'm gonna hold you tight. And I don't know if you had to hold him that tight because you didn't have enough shaft to really go far, or if you really just wanted to hold him and feel him. Because I believe
then he kissed the neck and everything.
He bit the neck, but he didn't bite them lips though. Them lips came at the end. You know, if you kiss in the mouth, that means some things, and you know he didn't want to be hitting on them.
Who computer?
Me. And who is this emailing me?
Ooh, somebody on Twitch. Like the bookstore. Ooh, Benjamin. What you know about the bookstore? Yes.
I declare.
Okay.
I decline.
You know, some of the panelists, Benjamin does watch the RuPaul. I haven't seen Drag Race at all.
Oh my God. Girl, you need to get into Drag Race.
So I don't feel bad. I
don't
only
think
watch
I will.
an episode every now and then.
I don't think I'll stay away. It's too dramatic for me. I can't do it.
It's not something I enjoy.
I love it for the girls on the platform that it gives the girls. Absolutely. It just reminds me of a time that I didn't really enjoy doing drag that much, so I don't really see it for it, you know.
Yeah, a lot of the girls just go in there to appear to up their booking fee.
That's what, well, and it'll do it. It'll do it, girl. Just like when you scratch a celebrity scalp, bitch, you become a celebrity hairstylist and you double your money when you still can't curl nobody hair.
Wow, that feels very, very pointed.
I don't know.
That feels directed at someone.
I don't know who, because I don't.
Who?
I don't know at all.
I'm logging off right now.
But we're gonna move forward because I mean that's what the girls do. Look, Shayla, no, girl, you can paint a toe. I'm a celebrity nail artist.
Or you did an artist that hasn't dropped an album in 20 years and
celebrity.
Now that was pointed because that was,
insert a gif of someone sipping tea right there because wow.
We needed that. And see, if I was able to do this stream through Streamlabs, I would have given you that because I actually have that. But yeah. But yes, girl. So we gonna move on, honey.
Slobs will not let you be great.
It will not. Slobs. Them fucking slobs won't let me be great, girl.
At all.
Right. Shit. That was some bullshit. I got to figure out what's happening. So anyway, so we're moving on. We get to the point, girl. Now we're at the point that's after the whole coming out storyline. What happened after that?
We go back to the store to Marshall Fields.
Oh, whoa, Lord Jesus!
It's the part that I listen.
Ruby decided that she was gonna take the words that Christina gave her and become the empowered best Hillary Davenport she could be. She went back to the store. She had a good old meeting with the manager because she decided that she was gonna give her notice effective immediately. Listen, who would like to share the horror? When I tell you, he had been wanting to tap Miss Hillary for a long time, and she knew it. She was about to give him some of that good old Hillary puss. She role played with him. Baby. She teased him. She tied him up. She took the little belt, honey. She done choked them, Lord Jesus. She done gave. Calm down. You like to be in control. She done totally just mademoiselle'd him, honey. Just dominated his ass. And he was putty right in her hands. And she timed it at the right time because, you know, Hillary is only here for a moment. Ruby is all the time, honey. So once she got him real good and just tied up and defenseless, she took that high heel and she terrorized that ass.
Somebody tweeted and was like, I'll never be able to hear the line, "These are bloody shoes," ever again.
Ever again. And they were playing who?
And it was playing the
Cardi B song. These red bottoms, these bloody shoes. Yes.
I forgot to say this one thing before.
Okay.
So when Montrose was with Old Light Bright,
yes.
Was you listening to the song that they were playing?
Wait, what song were they playing then?
It was Frank Ocean, and that was his song describing how he felt slighted by the industry when he came out as gay.
Oh yeah, I remember that because I was like, of course they're playing Frank Ocean during.
That's why. Ooh, they spent that.
They did. This is what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something, Jordan Peele, sir.
Oh no. Jordan Peele is not the main one doing this. This is Misha Green. We're gonna give her flowers.
Oh, it's mainly Misha.
It's Misha.
Misha, girl.
That twisted part is definitely Jordan.
The twisted part is definitely Jordan.
Misha Green is the.
Misha and Jordan Peele?
Yes.
It's Misha Green who developed it, Jordan Peele who's a producer, and J.J. Abrams who's a producer.
Okay.
Oh.
Look,
you're so twisted in
all three of y'all, because I don't want to take nothing from nobody. Lord Jesus, y'all did this. Y'all did the damn thing on episode 5.
Well, let me tell you what she did with the shoe. She took that little down
and she kept shoving it. And she had forced his mouth with that scarf so couldn't nobody hear him screaming. And she continued to do it until all of Hillary melted off. And then when she got done, she said, I want you to look at me because I want you to remember that a Negro did this to you.
Yeah. No, she said a nigger bitch.
Yeah, that's what he called Timber.
Okay.
She did.
Well.
And she went home.
Wait a minute. She grabbed her coat.
Right.
Damn coat.
Right.
Don't forget the coat now, baby.
When the flesh leaves, the coat appears.
Yeah. Did you see that? She grabbed the coat.
She grabbed her belonging.
She said her belonging.
She grabbed her belonging.
Yes.
The coat, the never ending coat, honey. There's every set.
Don't forget the coat now. She grabbed the coat.
And she took her ass home. You hear me? Home.
Yes. Let's talk about it.
On that couch, ain't took a bath, still leaking and peeling and blood and everything.
Yes. Let's talk about home.
Oh, and then waiting on William to come home. William came busting out the downstairs and she kept saying, William, what the hell is downstairs? You and that gal keep going downstairs and y'all won't tell me what's going on. You gonna tell me. He was like, hold on. Wait a minute. You're gonna have to give me a minute now. I'm not feeling well. And William got the shakes too, y'all. Mm-hmm. William got the shakes, the same shakes that Hillary had. And as soon as William came out of his metamorphosis and got himself together, Lord, the whole time William has been Christina, bitch.
Yep. Baby,
Christina
when I tell you I was gagged,
is William. And it made sense because I kept thinking they best friends, they this, they that. Why the fuck I don't never see them in the same scene together? I kept thinking that shit. Why? Why they ain't never the same place? Soon as she go in, he come out. Bitch, she was in the house when the police officers was following her ass and he came out and beat the fuck out of her. And he went to find Ruby. She knew.
Well, now it made sense when when the uncle was having sex with the so-called aunt, that was actually Christina. right? Because she came out the room once the lady left.
Wait, what?
Okay, remember in the scene, but I mean the last episode where the uncle before he died was dancing with his wife.
It wasn't Christina. That was they had every one of them in the room and they were making them see things. Christina was on the outside with the rest of the gentlemen watching them like they were zoo animals.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. But, you know, it's amazing because, you know, her whole thing, if we look at it, remember what she said to Ruby to get Ruby to get her to help her. She said, how much do you love him? Do you know what happened to him? This particular officer killed him, shot him in the back and left him for dead. I brought him back to life. And I believe that really happened and old boy really died. I think that's when she started being, you know, doing that spell to become him.
Yeah. And it also makes sense. I think you brought this up when those cops were following her.
Yep.
And then she turned that corner and then 5 seconds later he comes out and beats her up.
She goes in the house and he comes out. Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is why when we get back to what Shayla was saying, she wanted that amulet or whatever it is, that wooden carving piece in the house, because I think she's going to probably go as probably William
to get into
that whole spell that protects her and keeps her from being killed. Something is linked to that. And I think it's going to keep her from being killed because she said that William is the rightful heir. The rightful person. Knows that the order will not let anyone in who isn't a male.
Or she's trying to perpetrate it to get into it as well.
What I'm saying. She's gonna get in. She's gonna get in the order as the male because they have strict laws about that. So that's why I think that's why she's been playing William this whole time
to perfect it,
because he can be voted in. He can, you know, take lead. A woman can't. They wouldn't even let. Remember, they wouldn't let them hoes even sit in the same area and eat with them.
Right. But then that explains why he was there to listen to everybody, and then he was trying to give them little subtle hints about if you think about the rights of the power and stuff.
Because he said to them, even though they don't want you here, doesn't mean you don't belong.
Don't care.
That's some shit that she would say because she's all about that. Like, no. She's all about the underdog. Woman, black, whatever. Because she's been repressed and suppressed for so long. She's like, no, we don't have to do what our parents did. We can be better than them.
Right.
So that also explained why she related to Ruby. But then, however, the way he was fucking the hell out of Ruby. I was like, girl, was that really you? Like, I mean,
that's what I thought about.
Girl, so you all about women empowerment, and that's your flavor. So my thing is now I want to see.
Maybe she's lesbian.
I want to see what happened. But wait a minute. At the end, Tick deciphered more, and those 3 letters actually spelled out die.
Yeah.
And he called old girl back in Vietnam. Remember, he was talking to her before, and she was like, I told you not to go back home. And he was like, you were right. And he was crying, and she hung up on him. And so the next episode, they're going to show his time there. And I believe she's also linked some kind of way because they showed her being a serpent and a whole couple other things. So I'm like, this shit, everything they were doing to try to protect him, I think was trying to protect his life because it seemed like he was saying die. And then his dad, then you see why his daddy was like, no, baby, I'm trying to protect you, boy. And then Letty was like, we got to get away from this shit because everything we touch is being ruined. Like we got to let it go. And he was like, no, it's not the power, it's what you do with it. We're trying to use it to protect our family. She's like, let this shit go. Y'all, episode 5 was the shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was a lot of ups and downs. Highs and lows.
So good.
In and out.
Oochie, wally,
entanglements.
Bang, bang.
I gotta go back to the watch so I get the hand right.
Thanks, special.
And don't forget, you gotta have the look too now. You gotta make sure you have the while he bite that vein on that neck like Dracula.
I've come to suck your blood.
Where his old messed up with his look. He was messed up.
Bro, that eye was messed up. But look, let me tell you something. Sammy said, I don't care about that eye, baby. I want the head. I don't want the eye.
Okay.
And he got both of the heads.
Oh.
The beginning and the end.
The one with knowledge and the one that's just dumb.
The alpha and the omega.
The hammer and the head.
Listen, I give this episode a thumbs up, and I rated a perfect 10 because, honey, they had me. It's just like they kept going, and it's like one gag after another.
It was a 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up. It was fantastic.
It was. Listen, thank you. Oh, you ain't even finished watching it. Go watch it first, and then we'll get your vote later. Because you said you skimmed through.
I skimmed through it.
You can't skim.
I skimmed through it, but all I'm gonna say is that.
What you tell us about it, friend?
I agree with y'all.
Tell us about it. What you think?
No, I agree with y'all because I feel like the writing, now that I'm getting accustomed to the way the writing and stuff is, and the deflex with the real stuff that actually happened and the made up stuff, I think it's very brilliant.
From a writing perspective, when I look at shows like this, and my niece few helped me understand this just a little bit, writing complex storylines like this is not easy to do.
And they did it very well. I have to take my head off to them. They did it very well. And it's very intricate because it's some things that you take and you pick up, but it's like it makes you have to go back and watch it 2 or 3 times in order to understand everything that's happening in it.
Yeah. To be able to write this and then have a team of people that can act in a way to show your thought, your image, your storyline. It is a true. It is like it is magical. Honestly, I will never, ever. I was somebody say, "Oh, it wasn't all that good." I won't ever do that again without really thinking about the complexity of the roles. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a lot. I couldn't do it. It takes a gift.
I'm glad you made me watch this show because I sure wasn't gonna watch this damn show.
I told you after the first 30 minutes, it breaks loose because it took me a while. I would start it and I wouldn't be 5 minutes in, and I'd be like, "Girl, no, I can't." But y'all, I'm so glad that I pushed myself through it. I'm about to get off now because I got to do some other things, and I got to finish watching Greenleaf because I just started Greenleaf.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I've already finished Greenleaf.
I just started Greenleaf.
Okay.
Whew. Literally, she on the first season.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Lord, no.
I like it like that because I have a while before I'm done, and I won't feel like I won't have this whole I have abandonment issues. So I feel like when I watch a show like this and I gotta wait to the next week, or watch a season, I gotta wait 30 years for another one. I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to break up and never talk to you again. So I like to be able to get all of mine.
Well, this was good.
This was good. I can't wait until next Sunday.
Me too.
Well, anyway, y'all, so we're gonna go ahead and close it out. I'm not gonna do the typical round table because we've got new folks in here. Shayla, we want to thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. I'm gonna put you in the back for 1 second, okay? All right. Go ahead and tell them where we can find you.
You can find me at Go Gadget Bridget on Instagram and on YouTube, and Go Gadget Bridget on Twitter and on Periscope.
Woo-hoo! One moment. Niece Few.
Hey.
Hi. Where can they find you?
You can find me at Shakespearean Hoodrat _ on Instagram, and you can also find me at Mulan Johnson on Twitter. Have a good night, y'all.
Good night. Jasmine Divine.
Yes.
Where can we find you?
First and foremost, thank you for having me on tonight. On your impromptu. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We have 10 people watching. We only have 9 likes. Let's get those likes up. You can find me at Jasmine Divine on YouTube, Miss Jasmine Divine on Instagram, on Facebook, Jasmine Divine. So all my handles are Jasmine Divine, which is spelled JazmineDivine. This week there will not be a chat with Divine or a Divine Zone. I'm not doing it this week. Taking time off to try to figure out exactly what is going on with this whole hurricane situation. So I need a break. So I'm taking this week off. I'll be back on Sunday. And I'm just going to move forward from there because there's a lot of different things that I have planned for everyone. And yeah. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And I thank you.
No, thank you. Hold on one second. Whew. Listen, y'all, it started off rough, but we ended on a good note. I'm trying to work on this new doggone software, and my test runs did good, but this didn't do last night. So going back to the drawing board, and I'm gonna figure this shit out. But I tell you what, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you like the content. I know it probably spoiled the episode for some folks, but that's why I had the spoiler alert up. But I wanted to get in and get this one on the books because, girl, episode 5 was everything. You can find me on tomorrow. I will be with my niece, the infamous Chi-Chi, on Infamous Chi-Chi's channel for Topic Tuesdays. It is every week at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Yours. Okay, so make sure you guys come over. Check us out. We've got some topics for you, love muffins. Typically, we would have a chat with Divine, but as you said, this week she's taking a little much-needed break. I support that, honey. So I'm going to take up that extra time from her, and I'm going to call her on the phone, and she's going to help me with this Streamlab shit. She just don't know it yet. So, yeah, there's that. And we'll see if we have a show Saturday now because my birthday is coming up. And, you know, I'm going to take off that week, so I might give y'all some extra content. So I might need that Saturday for that. But just, you know, keep on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, once again, thank you so much for being here with us. You could have been anywhere, but you were here with us, and I thank you. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and have a very good night. Bye-bye.